Although playing such a crucial role in the economy with little to no financial knowledge, small-scale business owners in Nigeria still experience difficulty growing and scaling their businesses.
Prior to me taking the financial literacy course, I just do things anywhere my left face. You understand? If I have money, I can just, and I have a need or a want, I just spend. And most times, I run into financial crisis. I start looking for urgent to get. I need to sort out something sharp, sharp.
Well, I've been doing work, been making money, and the issue I do have is that most times you hit a big contract, you get a lot of bucks, and after a few days, you just return back to zero level. So as though you are rising and you are falling.
Initially for savings, I didn't really see the importance. I know it's good to save when you are into business, but I didn't really see it as a key object in the business.
How do growing businesses continue to employ labor and innovate with little to no financial knowledge? In 2016, the Pro Growth and Promotion of Employment in Nigeria program, SEDIN, developed a comprehensive financial literacy program to strengthen the knowledge and skills of MSMEs, particularly young people who make up the economically active population in Nigeria. Financial literacy, being the foundation of business success, is a combination of financial awareness, knowledge, skills, attitude, and behaviors necessary to make sound financial decisions and achieve financial well-being. To align its content with national priorities, the Financial Literacy Program materials were reviewed in 2019 in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and members of the Financial Literacy Working Group. The curriculum covers 14 modules, including needs and wants, managing your money, financial planning and budgeting, savings, investing, and other crucial financial concepts translated into local languages such as Hausa and Pidgin to appeal to a diverse audience in both rural and urban areas. The program comprises of the basic, advanced, and the trainer financial literacy courses developed to build the capacity of financial literacy trainers.
My name is Oladoyin Olawaye. I currently head the component working on economic education and entrepreneurship in GIZ SEDIN. The component's core activity under SEDIN is the financial literacy program. The financial literacy program is one of our capacity building measures. We look to strengthen MSMEs in that way, but not just only MSMEs, more the broad-based target of population, particularly women and youths. So we look to help improve their financial capacity or literacy in that sense, so that they're better able to not only know about how to separate needs and wants in terms of finance, but how to save, and if they're in business, how to really be able to manage their records properly and have a track record, and also obviously access capital, loans, other financial products.
I had the challenges of record keeping. I don't keep my records. Initially, before the training, I don't keep records. We just sell, and then whatever we have at hand, we go to the market to restock the shop. But right now, I do a lot of record keeping. I write down everything I sell and everything we have in the shop. I take stock of what we have, and then for the people that are owing me, I write it down too, because sometimes you hardly even remember. Maybe if it stays long, when somebody's owing you for a long time, you don't keep record of how much the person is owing you and what the person has taken from the shop. But right now, I have a book where I write down your name and whatever you have taken. So it also helped me to organize my business and then how to go about it.
When I get money, so I'm just spending it anyhow. So I've learned how to utilize what I have. So when I got money, firstly, I will just do like a budget. I will budget it. I will move the material on, the saving, and others. So right now, how I am now, it's like a small Nigeria again. because like how Nigeria is budgeting per year, that is how I'm doing it.
I've benefited from the financial literacy GIZ trained plus media, and for me as a beneficiary, I have been able to make well-informed decisions on financial goods and services. I've been able to manage my money. I've been able to make plan ahead, and have been able to manage my business finances. As a person, I'm a family woman, and I understand the place of needs and wants. So I'm able to sit down with my husband and discuss what we need to spend money on and how we need to save money to put back into my business to help the business grow.
Da aka koya mana da ba na ajiye kuɗi ba na sai to yanzu ina ajiye kuma in na ajiye kuɗi ina duba kaya kafin in siyo kaya sai na record je in siyo kaya in na siyo kaya sai in zo in ga wanne ne da cin riba wanne ne da fadi.
Before I wasn't keeping records of the growth initially because when I make profits or sell, maybe everything is from the goods I bought, so I can't go bit by bit. Know that there is how much of it from them. Since I'm not selling it the same day and I realize the money. But now people trust me a lot. I can keep record of each one after the other and I know how much the profits.
The GIZ SEDIN program in Nigeria has worked with the government and local partners to promote financial literacy among Nigerians. GIZ is implementing the financial literacy program through strategic partnerships with government ministries and civil organizations such as the Ministry of Youth and Sports under the National Peer Group Educators Program, NAPGEP, and Ministry of Women Affairs under the 50 Million African Women Speak project. NAPGEP was introduced in 2017 to build financial competencies of youth and small businesses in rural areas through core members. With the goal of reaching more Nigerians within the age of 18 to 35 years, SEDIN has supported NAPGEP to develop a more integrated national strategy that promotes the inclusion of unbanked and underbanked Nigerians into the financial system.
Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, in collaboration with Central Bank of Nigeria and National Youth Service Corps, in partnership with the Pension Commission, NDIC, they came up with the NAPGEP and to go out and train core members at every orientation course. The essence of doing this is to reach out to the vulnerable segments so that they can be financially educated. This was flagged up by GIZ.
Government cannot do it alone. We eventually had collaboration with GIZ, and that came very, very handy. For instance, we had a target of about 13,000 women to be trained on financial literacy, but before GIZ, in fact, we had less than 5,000. Like 5,000 women who are trained in financial literacy. But with the coming of GIZ, as we speak, we have over 10,000 women trained in financial literacy.
To reach the grassroots, SEDIN adopted a collaborative partnership approach with institutions and organizations, including Shared Agent Network Expansion Facilities, SANEF, the Federal University of Technology, MENA, Plateau's Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency, Plasmida, and the Better Life Foundation. GIZ also partnered with local organizations targeted at women such as the Rich Oak Life Initiative under the Rich Her Project, the Beggar Foundation, and 50 Million African Women Speak project.
The knowledge gain, so far we've had 67% knowledge gain when we've measured indicators and the data we have in terms of our the interest loans that we've given, in terms of the getting back our money. We've had a rate of about 96% returns on our loans. And for the financial literacy course and both the entrepreneurship skills, those were the ones we had the 67 knowledge gain.
Basically, the financial literacy training is actually theoretical. But what they do with it is what is important. I can tell you for sure that the work we did after 6 months of implementation, because all beneficiaries were given 100,000. So we went back after 6 months because I was part of the team for post-intervention evaluation. What we found out was that the 100,000 made a lot of sense to them because They were able to use the money very, very well. Of course, if you give them just money without telling them what to do with the money, then of course you're telling them just go and spend it anyhow. So, but you deploy that aspect of the training, so it actually it worked. Why? Because they were able to use the money well, and it helped their families.
Another thing that the project has been able to do for us is that it's been able to help the women to be banked. Sincerely, a lot of women are banked, and with the SME Sabi, they've been able to know through the trainings that we've had severally, intermittently through your platform, they've been able to understand the values of why they need to be banked.
Personally, I know like 5 of them that started a business after the training. Yeah, some of them were just housewives. They just depend on their husbands, but after the training, they started something. Like one, Zainab, she was supposed to be here, but she couldn't make it. I know she was a tailor, but after the training and the marketplace, we placed her with one lady here in Chelsea. She saw that the lady made clothes and hang, not necessarily when she have order for clothes. She told me she started making hijab. She started making hijab before order. Then she would take it to market to sell. It was after the training she started that. And I know of Nafisa that started a business. She started rubber slippers for children and adults after the training.
I would say we've recorded also a lot of, statistically, a lot of success stories in terms of building pools of trainers on financial literacy. Precisely by December 2022, we'll be having up to 429 trainers. And also, these trainers have been able to cascade this training down to about 10,060 women entrepreneurs across Nigeria. And this has been fantastic because as we are speaking currently, some other trainings are ongoing.
At its inception, the training was mostly physical through engagement of key stakeholders. Consequently, SEDIN digitized the training in partnership with CBN and the Financial Literacy Working Group to create a financial literacy e-learning platform, Sabi Money, soon to be launched. This is in line with CBN's financial inclusion mandate. Also, a free e-learning platform, SME Sabi, was launched in partnership with Footmina to enable entrepreneurs access financial and entrepreneur skills to improve their businesses. Developed before the COVID-19 breakout, SME Sabi saw an increase in traction as the need for digitization rose due to the pandemic.
Training has helped me a lot in the sense that each time I get contracts, I split the money, the ones I will use for my expenditure. Then the gain there, I might choose to share into 2. Drop one in the new account that I opened. And the way I did it was, I refused to collect an ATM. So that I gave myself from now to like 6 months. Let me see what I'll be able to save.
The training, financial literacy training, has really taught me a lot, equipped me with a lot of skills, wisdom, intelligence on how to handle finances, on how to improve your business. And what I can actually testify at the end of the training is that I've, to an extent, still working with it, gained financial stability.
Coming into SME Sabi with GIZ improved our skills. In numbers, presently the platform, from the last count, we have over 15,000 that have been able to access the platform, registered to take the courses. We have certificates, those that have been certificated, either majorly for financial literacy, because a lot of that basic financial literacy, they say, wow, I never knew that you don't need someone who could really think about it before taking a decision. So that has been the reach, and we are still counting. Why we're still counting is that we already have a relationship with several universities that are anxious to use this platform for their students.
SME Sabi, in my own words, I would say it has been really impactful, and we have a lot of incubates in the Center for Entrepreneurship that have taken the course. They've come out to testify that this course have helped them scale in their businesses.
With regards to partnership, we've done a lot with the public sector partners. We've done a lot with all of our partners. Well, our key partner on this program was the Central Bank of Nigeria. We keyed into their core mandate of improving financial inclusion in the country and partnered with them with developing financial literacy curriculum. a really intense and validated curriculum. We got input from a number of stakeholders in the financial literacy space. We were engaging the financial literacy working group at the time, and this material is now readily available. It is the same material that we actually use to digitalize the content. So the central bank has been a key partner for us since we started inception in between 2016, 2017, 2018, when we started implementation. We've also worked with the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria on their NAPGEP program, NAPGEP meaning the National Peer Group Educators Program that is focused on National Youth Service Corps. The corps were used as, we call them as mentors during their service year to be able to pass down financial literacy knowledge. We've also worked with private sector organizations, a number of them in our implemented states. We implement in Plateau, we implement in Ogun, Niger. At a time, we also worked with private sector partners in Enugu State for them to infuse the literacy program into their curriculum, into their training programs. We also had a key focus on working with non-governmental organizations, those focused with women-centered organizations, to just reach more of this vulnerable target group. We also worked with the Shared Agency Network, SANEF program in Lagos. SANEF has a broad range of super agents and agents that they work with, just to be able to cascade the knowledge, not just for them to learn, but to cascade the knowledge into the different quarters in the country.
With over 185,000 beneficiaries so far across Nigeria and 48% of them being women, SEDIN's financial literacy program has proven effective in strengthening the economic power and financial knowledge of MSMEs in Nigeria. SEDIN continues to promote financial inclusion through the digitization of its financial literacy training modules and increasing their accessibility through e-learning platforms such as Sabi Money and SME Sabi.